Hey everybody, welcome back. Another episode of Orpheus Plays, but wait a minute. This is future Orpheus, just about to get into the editing room. Now I'm going to show you a video. Let me go into my house here. La, la, la. This is my home, everybody. This is where I sleep. Nice warm fire. For some reason I keep my ale behind the fireplace. Alright. Anyway, so we're going to chill out here for a second. So this is an intro for the video that you're about to see. I decided to play specific music under this one, under the topic that I'm talking about. And there's a reason for that. As we look out the window, help, I'm a prisoner. But there's a reason for that. So I hear music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Literally all the time, okay? I hear it when I'm sleeping. I wake up with the songs in my head that apparently I was sleeping and dreaming about. Anyway, there's a lot of videos on some of my playlists that talk about that. But, so I wanted to give you guys an experience that was kind of like what I go through when I'm not, actively trying to replace the music in my head with something else. So you're going to see in the next video, I choose a couple of songs. The first two that I choose are ones that I either replace other annoying songs with. If I can, I'll force my brain to like kind of do those songs. Or they're ones that are going through my head at different times, just on a kind of a rotation. It's kind of strange. But what you're going to see in this video, the music that's there is at a comparable volume to what I hear it at most of the time. All of this music that you're about to hear is kind of like what I go through every single day. So it might be a little bit of insight at the same time, having a little bit of fun. We're talking about a topic that I think you're going to really enjoy. It's something about what's coming in the future. So we'll see you on the video. Stay tuned in. Hey everybody, welcome back! It's me, your old pal Orpheus, here with another edition of Blade and Sorcery on Orpheus Plays. I am so glad you're here to join me again as I sit up here in my nice little pueblos, the houses in the cliff face. We're just kind of messing around here in the canyon today. No survival mode. They actually don't offer that on this map, because I think it would be a little awkward to, like, work your way around with those three pillars. I don't know, maybe it's something they're working on to come out with later. But we are going to have one mode here today. Iron Man my way down here. Whee! Boy, we're doing endless today. This is, I guess I've, as they say, I've truly pissed someone off. They've hired an unlimited amount of mercenaries against me, and it's infinite. So that means it will have some good beat-em-up fun today. While we, talk about life and all the mysteries and wonders and all that nonsense as we go and we kill some people. Oh, well, you're gonna be... Yeah? Hot! No, you missed. Come on, bro. Do this. Come on. Hot! You missed. Anyway, I hope you're doing well wherever you are right now. Day, night, or if it's in the past or the future, you're in somewhere in Saskatchewan, Canada, and you want to watch a little bit of the Blade and Sorcery, eh? You know, it's a good day for some killing there. Maybe have some poutine later. So, I grew up near Canada, and actually, a little bit of my family is from there. So, don't give me flack. I can make fun of who I want to. But yeah, it's another day. Let's see. What YouTube drama can we talk about? Just kidding. That is a trick question, because I never will talk about any of that stuff on this channel. I've mentioned before, like, if there are... No, come here. If there are other channels that are, like, gonna want to do this drama commentary on me or something, whatever, I don't care. If you don't like me or you don't like my stories or something, why are you watching? Why are you still here? You should be gone by now. Get to the chopper. Ooh, get it? Get to the chopper. Chopper. Oh. But, so if someone on another channel or something, hey, if you like me, give me a shout out. If you don't like me, you're going to be alone in talking about me, because I really don't care. I don't engage in that stuff. It's no fun, right? Like, oh, I don't like him. Okay, I mean, other people don't like other people too. That's fine. Boom, headshot. That's fine. Some people are not going to like me. I'm okay with that. You should be too, as a matter of fact. By the way, if someone doesn't like you in life, don't spend all your time trying to make them like you. Find someone else who's going to like you. And that's whether it's a partner or a friend. I suffered a long time in high school and college where I was like, who the hell am I? I don't know my identity. I don't know like what I'm supposed to be in life. I did a lot of things, like I changed fashion senses and sensibilities. I was goth at one point. I was emo at one point. I was like heavy hippie wearing patchouli and like I'm doing good today. Like patchouli and like flowing like serapes and stuff like that. I have, wow, clumsy. I have done a lot of things, you know, different fashions and different outlooks and trying to remake myself a lot. And it's really hard to like find the real you, right? I mean, I get it. There's a lot of identities that you can be these days. And with the advent and acceptance of things like cosplay and the overall acceptance of our society, like, you can literally be whoever you want to. You want to be a cat girl who, like, you know, only eats, I don't know, vegan cheeseburgers and likes, I don't know, men without hats, and that's all you listen to. You just run around all the time with Safety Dance playing on speakers. You can do that. You can absolutely do that if you want to, you know? So, finding your identity, at the same time, you have all this freedom, but no casting at me, lady. No, same for you. Did you make this a taser axe? Nope, thank you. But that is. So you've got all these choices, but now that you've got all these choices, like, what the hell? What am I supposed to be, right? Well, it's going to get even tougher, folks. Because guess what? Scientists are really close to figuring out how to get rid of aging. Because when you think about it, aging is like, it's an evolutionary condition that you have, right? So, like, in terms of all of history, right, when evolution was really heavy going on with mankind, and we were still basically monkeys, right? At that point, the idea of aging, and for any living organism, is to preserve and pass on the genetic line, right? Allow more blending of the genetic material to get stronger and more adaptive. Holy Christmas. Stronger, more adaptive, to the environment kind of gene pool thing going on. Oh, game skip. Again, it's lightning power. Lightning does something weird in this game. But like to give a whole bunch of variation to a gene pool, make them stronger and faster and everything. Okay. Well, aging allows that to happen. So the older other generations of, real slow, of whatever living organism, they need to go away in order to kind of make room for expansion of the genetic properties. Okay. Well, mankind is kind of... Oh boy. Mankind is kind of put that idea to the side. We're doing fine with genetic diversity, all right? We're becoming a more diverse planet every single day. That's really sweet, too, because it kind of takes away all those imaginary barriers that people have. You're one kind of person, and I'm another kind of person, and I don't like your kind of person. Okay, well, the closer we get to blending everything, the closer we are to, like, global understanding. Well, aging, it turns out, is this completely unavoidable condition. And I've been watching this topic for 35 years now, or more. It's this idea that you can stop your body from getting older and you can repair it as you go along, right? So there are chemicals and there are processes and there are supplements and there are test run things that each of them individually is starting to lengthen the lives of things like mice and flatworms and actually people. There are studies where they've put people through paces of different kinds of trials for things like they'll put them through oxygen deprivation and then put them into a rich environment. They'll have intermittent fasting where you don't eat during certain times of the day for a certain length of time. They've got different drugs like metformin, and that's a diabetes drug. But it turns out one of the side effects of that is it turns out you might be immortal from it. There are some of you watching right now, and you're going to be excited about this, or maybe you're going to be miserable about it. Who knows? As I slip back into radio voice. But some of you may be amazed by this. Some of you may be absolutely filled with a sense of dread over this. But some of you watching right now, yes, some of you are going to probably be functionally immortal. In other words, you're never going to age to the point where your body starts to break down. Because by the time you guys are in the area, or any of us are in that area where we're like, right now, if you are heading into being older, and that's a stupid thing to say, if any of you are getting older right now, but the younger you are right now, the greater the chance is that those treatments and those supplements and those medications, they're just going to be a normal part of your life. Like in Back to the Future 2, right? Doc Brown says, went to a rejuvenation clinic. They'd cleanse the blood, take care of the skin, and right? Well, that's going to start happening. It's going to start being publicly available. And I know what you're saying right now, right? Well, it's going to be only for rich people. Not really anymore. Although it used to be, those supplements and those processes are getting cheaper and more available all the time. I take a supplement called NMN, and I am not trying to diagnose or treat anything. I am not a health professional, and I do not give advice. So do not take this as anything. If you're going to take any supplement or anything, talk to your doctor first, okay? Just be safe. Okay. Well, I take NMN. It's nicotinamide mononucleotide. Anyway, it's this supplement that helps your cells to repair and regrow themselves. And in these studies that I was just talking about with all these people, they have noticed that their metabolic age has kind of dialed back. Now, I've got one of those fancy scales that you stand on it and it tells you, your weight like a scale should. But then it also... Are you going to shoot? Haha, you missed. And it also tells you stuff like your body fat percentage and your lean muscle mass. And one of the things that it collects from all that data is your metabolic age. Now, I do take a whole bunch of other different supplements too, but this is an example of one that specifically they talk about, the NMN. And I also take resveratrol and a whole bunch of other things. Okay. Well, I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm not as old as you might think. I just have been through a lot in my life. But when I started taking all these supplements and all of my my metrics were there to look at, I have now, kept up on that scale. And my metabolic age has gone down by 4 years in like the last 5 years. So essentially in the last 5 years, I've only aged 1. Okay. And I'm pretty limber for my age, I'm all over the place. And I do this daily. I work up a good sweat and everything. And that reminds me, why are most people that play this game with commentary, like they're talking while they're doing this stuff, sound like they're about to have a heart attack? Why are some of you, and I'll do exactly what I hear on a lot of them, okay? So let me get close to this guy, and I'll give you an example of the way that most of these Blade and Sorcery guys are. So it's, okay, so we're taking, let's go over and get this guy now. Right? If you're that out of shape, try working your way up to a game like this, okay, bro? Try working your way up slowly to pounding the poo-poo out of NPCs by literally pounding the poo-poo out of them, in your home. If you're not that in shape, how about this? Don't make videos where you're trying to talk at the same time. Maybe you get on a treadmill and try practice talking while you're moving around in a nice active way, and you won't sound like you're like you need your asthma medication and need to sit down and have a Coke or something, But anyway, now that I've got that, that's the only drama you're gonna hear here. I'm not naming anyone specific, but if you're one of those people, I'm sorry. It sounds weird. Like I feel bad for you. It just sounds like you're so out of breath all the time and just miserable. Anyway, maybe the secret is you gotta be really colorful and tell lots of crazy stories so people can't tell you're out of breath even though you're not. But anyway, back to the immortality, woohoo! Which is being very much a thing for this lady. Come here. You're screwing up everything. Get off the cliff. So it is very much not just possible, but very, very probable. Rip apart. It's very probable that a good number of you watching right now will not age past a certain point. Now, what does that mean for you? What does that mean for me? What does that mean for mankind? Right? Well, I think it means that we're going to start focusing more on, like, art, right? Art and science and philosophy and everything. Because once you take care of things like aging, because there's a lot of time and money and effort spent by people to, like, plastic surgery and rejuvenation therapies, and once we get it down to a hard science, and like a proven hard science, which we're very close to, it will start to become, the focus will shift to like improving ourselves, hopefully, okay? So the idea is that we head towards a Star Trek kind of future, right? Where everyone kind of appreciates the achievements of mankind's brains instead of like, making weapons and doing all that stuff, right? So the idea is that we will turn in on ourselves and become more philosophical and more understanding that because we live so long, now we have to appreciate that idea. Oh, wow. We have to start appreciating the fact that life is going to be long, because the idea that makes a lot of us really do like out there adventurous, crazy things is the idea that, well, life is short, so you don't want to screw off all your time. Well, if life suddenly becomes long, what do? Right? Because you're thinking, wow, that'd be awesome. But think about it. In 100 years, when you're, 130 or 120 or whatever you are, right? What is there going to be left to do in life? Well, good news. There's going to be plenty to do in life, because all those people that are going to be getting older, they retain their knowledge for longer. They pass on that knowledge to more people because they're able to. As you get older, you get into your hundreds and you start being able to give lectures to other people that will be living into their hundreds. And it's just, mankind's technology will start to spread out into the stars, because one of the things that limits us from getting out there is we have pathetically short lifespans in terms of the universe, right? We're not even a blip, okay? So if you can extend that even just a little, mankind's going to be out in the stars and everything. And all this sounds fantastical, right? Like, there's no way that what Orpheus is saying right now can be true. Well, it is. You right now might be immortal. I might become immortal too, which is really weird. Like, there's always this dread that I know that younger people have. Okay, so right now you might be thinking, suddenly I kind of spurred your mind into thinking about getting older. and everyone like, oh my God, I won't be able to do it when I get older. Well, what you're doing is you're imagining suddenly waking up one morning and you're like 70 years old, right? And you're like, oh my God, this sucks. Oh, I'm going to hurt everything. I'm going to have to eat soup all the time. Are you just going to self-terminate? Yes, he is. Oh, no. But, I'm just going to have to eat soup all the time. I'm going to be sucking on hard candies and calling my grandkids the wrong names. And like, oh, where's my soup? It's too cold in here. What time is it? Oh, when's Matlock on? Stuff like that. But the thing is, aging comes 1 second at a time. And I'll tell you, as someone with a little bit more perspective on getting older, you ease into it as you go along, because you just... Okay, when you look in the mirror every single day, and you don't notice yourself really getting older day by day, but go back and look at a picture of yourself, like your first driver's license or something, right? Or your first ID that you ever got. And then look at yourself now. You're like, holy crap, that's such a big difference. But day to day, you don't notice it. Right? You're not going to notice it. So panicking about getting older, you just kind of stop caring as you get older, right? You're like, well, you don't suddenly hurt. You don't suddenly feel miserable and like this, there's a specter of doom lingering over my head that's getting larger by the day. Yeah, if you suddenly woke up and you were, in your 60s or 70s or something, God, that would suck, right? But as you move your way towards 60s or 70s, you're okay with it, right? Like, I've stopped worrying about what other people think about me. I've stopped worrying about, oh, what am I going to do when I grow up? I still haven't grown up. What are you going to do when you grow up? Do any of us grow up now? Or are we in this perpetual childhood where we just have fun all the time? Is this dude still alive? You are really messing up things, bro. So, I guess that the message from that is stop worrying. There's so few things that actually are worth worrying about. Everyone, like, you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I got to do this and this and this today. Tomorrow I got to do this. And holy crap, next week I got to do that. And I got a big paper coming up in 2 months. I haven't even started writing it. Right? Just stop for a second. Calm down. just calm down. Calm down. You want to get some good sleep and stuff, But you want to calm down. Take a moment to just take a break, Let yourself unwind. Click on one of my videos, most of them are anywhere between 15 and 30 minutes. Take a break, sit back, let yourself not worry about life. And I know you're saying that's not as easy as it sounds. Easier said than done, Orpheus. Well, not really. Just do it for yourself. Unplug, unwind, and watch a little bit of Orpheus Plays. That's been my rambling thoughts on things like immortality today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a little bit of perspective on how things aren't as bad as you think they are. Life is going to be cool, because you might never die. You might be immortal. We might all be Highlanders. Here we are, right? Okay, so we'll see you next time here at Orpheus Plays. I appreciate you. Bye!